Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where today Yarzard X has some big boy elo 3120 and is running a shiny Pawniard in the Halloween Cup. I hope you guys are enjoying the Halloween Cup. It's been up and down for me. I've had some teams that have done really well. I'm going to share with you. I've had some teams that haven't done as well. And we're going to get straight into this. Pawniard, if you're not familiar, a Steel and Dark type Pokemon running the moveset Fury Cutter, Iron Head, and Night Slash. And look how much that Night Slash does. Look how much that neutral Night Slash does to the Shadow Scizor. Pawniard with a relatively high attack, and the opponent doesn't seem to have a great answer to it. They come in with a Poison type against the Steel type. Now, Fury Cutter is a one-turn fast move similar to Dragon Breath or Lick or Tackle, but it generates 4 energy per turn as compared to 3 energy per turn as all those other one-turn fast moves I just noted. Doesn't do quite as much damage as those fast moves, but generates energy a little bit quicker. Generates the same energy per turn as common 2-turn moves like Shadow Claw, Wing Attack. However, because it's only one turn, it kind of feels faster for whatever reason that may be. Feels like you're generating energy really quickly. And you are generating energy relatively quickly. As Pawniard actually takes out the Toxapex. That's pretty impressive. With pretty much no fast move damage. And this poor little Greninja in back is not going to have a fun time against Dragalge. I kind of like just committing to fast moves at this point, as we see this trainer doing. Just committing to fast moves. Can shield this if you want. And Carbink gets some load management. Looks like it cuts already to the next battle. Looks like Carbink gets some load management. Doesn't have to see the floor in that first game of the video. Next opponent running Umbreon. I kind of forgot Umbreon was in this cup, to be honest. Save swaps the Pawniard met by Nidoqueen. Not the best, not the worst. I mean, you're not really dealing any fast move damage. You're also not taking much fast move damage. You're just threatened by that Earth Power potentially one-shotting you. Gets off a second Night Slash before Nido even gets to the Earth Power. And it knocks out. Oh, and gets the boost. Pawniard. Oh, Pawniard. You little rascal, dude. I said not the best, not the worst. Apparently it was the best. Apparently it was the best. Because Pawniard got off 2 Night Slashes, which was enough to knock out. It actually got the boost as well. That was ridiculous. Ridiculo. Pawniard dishing out some really solid damage with these Night Slashes. Night Slash, not the most powerful move, but from a higher attack Pokemon, getting that same type of attack bonus. Rather impressive. Bit of a core breaker here. Choosing to stay in against Clefable. Yikes. If you are staying in a dragon against a fairy, you're probably not in a favorable position, but let's see if Yarzard can pull any shenanigans. Carbink also wants to avoid this Pokemon because the Meteor Mash is quite threatening. Dragalge is just going to try and chip it as much as possible, it appears. And then maybe... Okay, no, going to aggressively swap. In comes Scizor, and we've seen this is not that bad at all for Pawniard. Look at the little guy. Spamming away the Night Slash. Lands. Is this just Night Slash? Well, going to respect the potential X's, or it looks like. It's just a Night Slash. Would still chunk a little bit. I'm also impressed by how much these Fury Cutters are chunking. Maybe just because it's a Shadow Scizor, but they're actually chunking a little bit. Gets off another Night Slash so quick to these Night Slashes. Shiny Pawniard going ham. Clefable's going to expend energy here. Meteor Mash probably wouldn't quite knock out. Moonblast definitely would. Yeah, lives the Meteor Mash. Gets off another Night Slash. I didn't even see what it was. I just saw a Poison Jab user. Nidoqueen again. Okay. So, Nidoqueen is a little bit scary here because Carbink does not want to see Nidoqueen. So, you kind of have to shield here. And as long as you get this low enough, you should be okay. Gotta commit to fast moves. Okay. But Nido threw right away. I don't think there's any way that Nido's getting to another move here. Now you've got your fully healthy Carbink against, what was that? Remains a really low health Clefable. Clefable will get to a double super effective Meteor Mash here, But Carbink is so dang bulky. Boom! Able to hang on and get the rock throw down. Clefable definitely a bit of a core breaker for this team. So nice job being able to overcome it there. Impressive stuff. Yarzard X, as we said. He's in the big boy elo range. Lots of talented guys and gals in this elo range. Terrific lead. Dragalge into Greninja. Oh my god. Swap to Charjabug into Dragalge. I would argue you'd be better off like just staying in with your Greninja rather than swapping Charjabug, but has a great answer for Charjabug as well. So this is a really commanding position right now for Yarzard. Discharge connects. Gonna get the full rock throw down. Jeez Louise. That is just so dominant. Goes the Rock Slide. I would personally prefer to see Moonblast here since they're both hitting for resisted. Maybe get off the... I guess if he feels like he's going to get Moonblast plus Rock Slide anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. Look at all this chip damage. Aggressively swaps, knowing that both of his remaining Pokemon are going to do well here. And honestly, at this point, he might just sacrifice the Pawniard and put it all in the fast move pressure of Dragalge. Shields at the last second. Feels like his Fury Cutters will chip. And that Nidoqueen does have a decent chunk of energy, so you have to be a little cognizant of that. I feel like you got to just save the shield, right? Yeah, you just let it go. You're not threatened by the energy here from Greninja. Honestly, I would just come in right away. Oh. Comes in Carbink. You just shield this. I don't think there's any way Nido gets to Poison Fang plus Earth Power. So a good shield. And even if Greninja had 2 moves loaded, wouldn't have mattered. Because 1 Dragon Tail is enough to KO. That is a G to the G trainer. By the way, tip for you guys that are running Greninja. I've seen some friends running Greninja. If you're wondering if it's more damage to throw Hydro Cannon when it's resisted compared to Night Slash when it's neutral, they actually hit for the exact same. A neutral Night Slash hits for the exact same as a single resisted Hydro Cannon. Very good lead here. Gonna resist everything coming from the Toxapex. Toxapex, the pest. Throws an alignment there. Not ideal, but not a huge deal. Outrage. Connects. In comes Frostlass. Has a great check with the Carbink. This is looking pretty dominant so far. Let's see how much a move does here to Carbink. Avalanche, not that much. Honestly, even double Shadow Ball doesn't quite knock out a Carbink if I think it's fully powered up. I was in a situation once where I was able to grab a shield advantage from a Carbink with double Shadow Ball, but it was only because it was like not fully powered up. Opponent going to come in with the Toxapex. Brine does knock out. In comes Dragalge. He could fully farm this thing down potentially. Gonna get off a move against whatever is lurking in the back. Gunk Shot does a lot. And it is a Carbink. And this is gonna be terrific for Pawniard. Pawniard going to resist. Doesn't quite get off the Aqua Tail. Gonna resist the Rock Throw damage. And you're gonna just outpace so significantly. Gonna outpace so significantly to these Iron Heads. This video is making me want to run this team. Oh my gosh, connects with the Iron Head. Except I don't know if I have a good IV Pawniard. Well, Yarzard's running a 13, 13, 14, so maybe IVs aren't the most important thing in the world. They matter till they don't matter. Or I guess the saying is usually reversed there. They don't matter until they matter. Searching for the next opponent. Starting to enter that Q time zone. Might take a minute to find an opponent. And here we go. Next battle. Wayne's World. Anybody seen Westworld? That show? It's a great show. I actually never watched the most recent season, but like season 1 and season 2 were so crazy, man. What a great show. We love Drifblim here, but Drifblim is going to struggle against Mr. Carbink. And I like just how comfortable Yarzard is with this Carbink. Just does not feel threatened at all. Just gonna eat 2 moves, fully farm down. Have all this energy to threaten whatever comes back in. Probably the Venusaur. So Venusaur will get a Vine Whip down, but if it eats 2 Rock Slides, man, that is not gonna feel good for Venusaur. Looked like he was trying to pivot out since he has 2 answers for Venu, but decides to just throw the Rock Slide. Come in with Dragalge. Gonna eat a Sludge Bomb here. Or maybe they go for Frenzy. We'll see. They go for Frenzy. It's double resisted. In comes Escav, and this is suddenly a little bit awkward, but should be totally fine because Dragalge actually wins the 2-shield scenario against Escavalier straight up. If Escav has maybe Aerial Ace, this could pose an issue. Or Acid Spray. Now, do you potentially get countered down? I don't think so. It doesn't look like you're at risk of getting countered down before the 3rd Aqua Tail. So should be totally fine. You just shield again to be safe. Because as long as you get rid of this Escavalier, you're going to be in a good spot. Escavalier might barely hang on to this Aqua Tail. Yep. Gets the Fury Cutter down. And gets the Fury Cutter down against the Venusaur. Now has a Night Slash for the Escav. Well played. Mr. Pawniard. He's so tiny. How tall is the average Pawniard? That's a good question. Let me know in the comments. I know I could probably just Google that right now, but I want you guys to let me know. Looks like a little guy. But the little guy is putting in some big work with this team. Next battle. Zack Attack. Zack Attack. Seems like a familiar name. Dragalge versus Greninja. Another good lead. Greninja farming up a lot of energy. You could argue they might be better off Night Slashing earlier because you potentially get the boost for yourself. But yeah, look how Greninja is able to like soft lose this matchup. In comes Dustox. He mentioned in his video labels, one of the titles of the battles was, "Is that a Dustox?" Yes. Apparently, this train is running Dustox. This is craziness. Confusion Dustox making an appearance. Maybe they're trying to get on Spicy Saturday. Who knows? Dustox does get off another move. It's another Sludge Bomb. Dustox looks so fun, man. You just never see him. Oh, that Sludge Bomb is not very much damage. In comes opposing Toxapex. Going to have all this Rock Slide energy to threaten the Toxapex. And, oh, makes a nice catch on the Greninja. But honestly, still has a fully healthy Pawniard in the back. This game is just over. The Poison Jabs are just so not threatening to the Pawniard. Gets the first shield. Comes in Pawniard. I kind of want to see how much the first Brine does. Less than half. And look at how little these Poison Jabs are doing. Double resisted. They're probably doing 1 damage for each Poison Jab. Shiny Pawniard just spamming away. Opponents fighting till the bitter end. And, I spoke too soon. They're out of there. I would have been out of there as well if I was the opponent. Next battle. Who dares to test the power of the Pawniard? That'd be a good title. The Power of Pawniard. Yeah, this is really making me want to build one. It's kind of sad. I still don't have a Carbink built yet, but I should be getting close, so maybe I could dilly-dally, see if I can build a Carbink. Alright, terrific lead. Getting a lot of good leads with this team. In comes Caesar. Now, doesn't have an obvious answer to the Caesar swap. I wonder if this person's running the team that I was running. Throws immediately. I would have maybe preferred to see throw after one Dragon Tail for proper timing, because this is going to allow... Oh, no. Caesar doesn't get there anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter in the end. Charge Bug comes back. I love this patience of committing to the outrage, recognizing he's going to get there. And then you just let this go down. You come in with Carbink, and you're in a very good spot. Charger Bug going to likely unleash a discharge here. Doesn't do that much. In comes Greninja, and Hydro does hurt quite a bit, but these Fury Cutters, man, super effective Fury Cutters, going to add up against Greninja super quickly. There was the Night Slash. Realizes just needs the chip damage. Both of these charge moves are resisted. Iron Head would do quite a bit. I think you just shield. Can you reach the Iron Head here? Ooh, loses CMP. If this KOs the Pawniard, this could get a little dicey. Oh, it's just a Night Slash. Never mind. Not dicey in the slightest. What's the opposite of dicey? I have no idea. But poor little Charge Bug. Charge Bug's a fan favorite. Whenever I stream and I ask you guys in the chat, what do you guys want to see me run? Charge Bug tends to be one of the most common answers. Going for the Moonblast BM. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Carbink asserting dominance. It is a very dominant Pokemon. I mean, it's like top 2 in the rankings, right, for Open Great Leagues. The fact that it's allowed in a themed cup, you know it's going to be really strong. There's not a ton of bulk in the Halloween Cup. There's a few, right? There's Azumarill, there's Mandibuzz, right? Jellicent. But a lot of glassy Pokemon as well, and just that bulk of Carbink in itself is going to be effective in some of these matchups. Searching for the next opponent. Who's it going to be? Have we seen Yarzard X lose a single match so far, by the way? 33-52. Zweilous, not the best matchup for Dragalge, so actually instantly pivots. Met by a Toxicroak. Does get off the Iron Head. So does he get a shield here? Doesn't get a shield. Opponent knows that they can tank the Iron Head. This is looking kind of rough. I think you just have to hope that Carbink can go ham in the back. Because Carbink is going to completely wall the Zweilous. Opponent wisely comes in right away with Zweilous. They didn't wait out their timer. Because now the switch timer is not up yet, so Dragalge's just going to get farmed down. Do they have an answer for Carbink? They are chipping. They are chipping before likely exiting. Oh man, do they not have a Carbink answer? They're still staying in. They're still staying in. Another move coming through. Dark Pulse. Oh man, double weak to the Bink. Double weak to the Bink. You don't want to be double weak to the Bink. Especially now that Carbink has all this energy. This looks like game over. Yep, unlucky for the opponent. The opponent could have been pulling a Rise where you just kind of lock in 3 Pokemon without really thinking much about it. Happened to me against Tho on stream yesterday, and I got embarrassed because I had such a good lead. I led Jelly into S-Cav, and then I just had like no... I forget what his backline was, but I had like no answer to either of his back Pokemon. So even though I had such a good lead, I just got destroyed in the end. And that is a 2-shield flex for Binky Bink. I think we got one battle remaining in the video. So let's go. Let's hopefully end it with a good one. Yarzard X. Looking like a Dragon Ball Z character. Going up against Human Catcher Bug. Very well known battler, a regional champion, content creator as well. Safe swap the Pawniard. Builds up some energy. Human Catcher Bug's going to throw an Aqua Tail here. Actually shields the Aqua Tail. Interesting. In comes Greninja. Visuals look kind of weird there, but I think Greninja is at 3. Oh, gets the boost. Gets the boost. These Fury Cutters are going to chunk, bro. Oh, it was CMP. Night Slash coming through. Grabs a shield. And you're going to reach this before the move. So Greninja can shield and get off the Hydro Cannon if they wish. And that's what they're going to do. Looks like Human Catcher Bug waited a split second to see if there was going to be a catch going on. So Human Catcher Bug retains switch advantage and has the Wormadam now locked on Dragalge. This is looking like a pretty convincing position for Human Catcher Bug. I'm forgetting what the lead was, though. Forgetting what the lead was. Iron Head, double super effective damage. Rock Slide coming through. This is going to chunk for some neutral damage. Wormadam should reach another Iron Head here. They're over farming. Oh. I guess they wanted to give minimal farm to the Dragalge, because I'm pretty sure he went well over the Iron Head. Oh, got to the double Iron Head. Got to the double Iron Head, but Dragalge's got a lot of energy. And it's an opposing Dragalge. And this energy is going to one-shot the opposing Dragalge. One of the few things in back that was still able to come out with a win there. So, bit of an awkward game, that's for sure. But well done. Well done. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if Human Catcher Bug had thrown the Iron Head earlier and left more health on the Wormadam, would have forced the opposing Dragalge to throw energy. And then his Dragalge could have knocked out before an Outrage. I'm not sure. But a good game nonetheless. Really impressive stuff from Yarzard X. Thank you, my man, for the submission. If you guys watching this video found it entertaining, feel free to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.